the good, the bad, and the ugly. I apologize, but I'm referring, believe it or not, to your history of tennis tournaments, your experiences. This is Tennis Treasures, the Tennis Millionaire, where your tennis dream becomes your tennis reality. So let's cut to the chase. What on earth am I talking about? How good, bad, and ugly can relate to tennis? Well, it's there, and I will show you why. Let's go with each one first. Let's start with the ugly. All right. The ugly is when you're so close to winning a match and you lose it. When you know you can beat the other person if you just concentrate a little bit more and you're fine. When you're this close, that's too close. You're supposed to win. And then you have the bad. The bad is you don't know what you don't know. That's bad. When you should know a lot more, and if you stick with us here at Tennis Treasures, you will know a whole lot more, from the pro tours back to our way of thinking on the smaller scale. And what's the good? The good is exercising the Tennis Treasures program. We want you to be golden. What is that? You've taken our 6-month training camp from home. You don't have to visit us. You don't have to rent a hotel. You don't have to buy strange food. All right, so let's pick up from there, from the good, bad, and ugly. Well, it starts with this. It starts with the simple part of playing the critical points. How do you play those properly? That's the defining moments we're talking about here. Let me flip over my hourglass. It's a 10-minute hourglass. Playing those critical points is essential. It's like turning tension into triumph. Try to memorize these terms. Martina had one too. Pressure is a privilege. Ours is tension into triumph. So you have those kind of thoughts going in the background of your mind and your subconscious, knowing that when you're under pressure, that's not a problem. That's not scary. It might be a little bit scary, but you want to embrace those moments. Those are your opportunities. This is what you've been waiting for, believe it or not. That's the way Martina puts it. It's a privilege. So let's go with this way. In every tennis match, there are a handful of points that carry far more weight than the other points. These aren't just any moments in time. Actually, they are critical points in time, is what they really are. And, for example, break point, game point, set point, match point, where everybody knows that's the way. Even when you're in a tense battle, you keep running into deuce. And by the way, 30 all is the same as deuce from a scoring perspective, unless you're playing doubles. But even those situations have some significant value. These are the windows of opportunity that separate match players from what we call match winners. Now, winning these moments isn't about luck. It's really about, and you might know this answer before I say it, it's about preparation. How well did you prepare? It starts with, you guessed this right, a plan. Think ahead of me. Then it demands a toolkit of time-tested skills. This is what I was hinting at earlier. You really not only want to be mentally ready, but you want to be tactically ready too. We have a whole chapter on that, chapter 7. So, consistency under pressure is one way you handle the heat. When you got pressure moments, practice finding a way to keep the ball in play with some heavy topspin or some consistent pace. In either case, you have a plan already, just consistency. All right? Another big deal that you'd like to know, be aware of, is smart shot selection. What's not smart? To hit a drop shot when you're behind in score in that particular game. That's not smart. That's not a good selection. It's too risky. Even though you practice your drop shot, even though you feel comfortable about it, you can do it. You may get away with it, but we suggest that you work with the odds to make them in your favor. So in other words, if you're leading in score, 30-15, 40-15. Then, and you have the window of time to do it, the right place, the right time, the shot selection is okay for a drop shot because they're way back behind the baseline and you're inside the baseline, etc. Then, okay, we're all right now. You can try your drop shot. The odds are for you, and if you miss it, you've got a cushion. You've got a net. You're still leading in score. If it was 45, now it's 40-30. If it was 35, you're 30-all, but you're still serving, or hopefully serving. You still are okay. You're not digging a hole for yourself. What's another situation that you can take advantage of? It's called controlled aggression. Controlled aggression is a form of aggressive tennis. You're swinging at 3/4 pace, not full speed, not full racket speed, but you have control and you're keeping it in play. And you are either hitting down the middle or near the corners, but you have a controlled, balanced rally where you're not totally on the defense. Occasionally you are, but you're back into an even rally or a balanced rally. Okay, here's another tip. I'm just throwing a lot at you at once. It's okay, you can take it. Being aware of your court positioning. It's really like aware of the opportunities because of court positioning. I can give examples on all of these, but I don't want to run out of time. Now, let me give a quick one on that one. You hit a beautiful shot, cross court. And a beautiful meaning you created an angle, a little sharper than you expected, but it's great because it pulled your opponent off court on their deuce side. And so what do? Instinctively, they rip a forehand with tremendous pace back at you. You chose not to go to the net. You decide to stay at the baseline in this scenario. Then what happens? What you're supposed to do is just simply keep your calm demeanor and just time it right so that you block it back into the open court. Do not try to swing real hard. Do not try to hit it with the same kind of pace they hit to you. They're off court. Make physics on your side. Just half volley it from the baseline if you have to, but just keep it out of the net and keep it onto their side of the court. Okay, what's next? Here's an often overlooked opportunity, you could call it. It's an edge on your side, and it's reading your opponent's mind. We cover it all, I try to tell you. Give us a try. That's right, and how do you do that? How do you read their mind? Simply by reading their body language. That's very precise. Experts have been using that for many, many years. You should use it too. So once you get used to spotting certain clues, very subtle of course, the shoulders might be a little tighter than normal in their case, or their footwork is slowing down unnecessarily. You don't know why, they don't seem tired. Something's funny going on over there. They're having more hesitation than normal. They don't seem to be in their flow. You start anticipating all of a sudden instead of just reacting. There, now look at you. Suddenly, you're not guessing anymore. You're predicting what, and that gives you a measurable advantage. So, especially at these points when it really matters. So, critical points are pressure-packed with anxiety. Yes, we know that. But they're also opportunities in disguise. Martina says it's a privilege. Hey, if you can master these moments, you don't just survive the match, you control the match. Hello. This is Tennis Treasures, the Tennis Millionaire. How do you reach us? TennisTreasures.org, O-R-G. We have a special right now. We're giving away a free class. No strings attached. No keep calling you, asking you for this or that. None of that. Free. What is it? Chess Tennis, Chapter 4. What are we talking about? Here. That's most of what we talk about. Also skill sets, of course. And some drills. A lot of drills, really, for homework. Anyway, in this particular case, we're talking about chess tennis. 50 years ago, Arthur Ashe won against Jimmy Connors playing chess tennis at Wimbledon in the finals. Scores were for Arthur 6-1, 6-1, 5-7, 7-5. Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff we're talking about in chess tennis. How did he do that? Prior to that, Arthur didn't win any matches against Jimmy. Arthur had not even won a set against Jimmy Connors. But he used chess tennis, and boom, along with his brilliant team, I should say, and there he was, winner of Wimbledon. He had the skill set, he had the mindset to do these things brilliantly, accurately, correctly, consistently, and he did it. So there you go. Now you have it. There it is. The good, the bad, the ugly. We want to take away the bad. We want to take away the ugly. We want to only give you the good. See you on the next video.